series, The Story of Mugger, Part 5 of 10, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on September 13th, 2015, in France.
The dog separate hut. The front porch is for dogs also. But the big dog has a separate hut because he likes to be outdoors. Only whenever it's so cold, I have to really drag him in and threaten him. You go in now or not, or else, or whatever. No more bones, no more snacks, nothing. Come now. And he and I struggle for supremacy, you know. He thinks I'm small, easy to handle, but I drag him in. And then I close the door from inside, then he couldn't get out. But he liked to be outside. Very conscientious of his, very conscious of his duty as a guard dog. Even when it rains, when he hears something, he jump out and it's all wet through, and then it's I who had to work again, clean him, dry him. And then he went always looking in the bush, you know. Lucky we don't have many bushes. And then come back like a flower, you know. These are prickly thorns, very little one, but they stick everywhere. The whole body is ... Truly, you know, thick. And I have to work again. He got me, but I am working like like his secretary. Picking everything out. My God. Yeah. Talking about unconditional love. Yeah. People say dogs teach you unconditional love, correct? Yeah, they teach you how to love unconditionally and work unconditionally. Yeah. He eats my food, he sleeps on my bed whenever he likes. He just jump up and say, hey, it's mine. It's too late. Paw all over. You know, muddy paw printed on my seat. And then I say, okay, then stay in bed. I go to the front, I stay at the porch, and I stay on one of the little sofas. It's not really a sofa, it's those organized in boxes, wooden, you know, flat. And if you put like 2 rows, you know, 6 of them or 8 of them, and then you put a mattress on, then it's a sofa, and inside I put things, yeah? Otherwise I have no room. So I sat on that. And later he was fed up with my bed somehow. He came pacing up and down. I said, what do you want? And he looked at my couch. And then he was waiting, and then when I came in, you know, picking something up on my couch, and then his paw again everywhere. And I have to clean my bed, you know, wipe it or change it. Yeah. Unconditional love indeed. Yeah. He just guards the house with no need to guard at all, but he makes himself the guardian of the place. Before he came, I went away, locked the house, no problem. Now he feels like he's guarding it. And then I have to do the rest of the work. A lot of work. All he has to do is just walk in all around, and then I have to do a lot of work. Why me? Actually, I cannot keep calling the assistants because sometimes it's late at night, you know. I let them sleep. Or even in the day, I cannot keep calling them, you know. So I do it myself. But I'm so happy today because both places are fixed. It's so simple. Just span a canvas on top of the whole thing. And then there's no more leaking. See what I mean? The rain just comes down. Even there's a gap between, but it doesn't come in. Yeah, so simple. Same with the dog's roof. The dog's hut. Simple. 10 minutes, done. And they haven't done this all these years. So many brains make light work. But over here, it's make heavy work. As they say, if you want to do something, well, you have to do it yourself, right? But just a leaking roof, my God. It's not like something very difficult. And we are spanning canvas and plastic roof everywhere, so they should know it. At least to protect it until I come back. And if I like it or not, I can always say, hey, it's not good, I don't like it. No. It kept leaking all the time, all this time, all my clothes. I came back, I had to wash everything and wipe everything. So moldy inside. Well, you know it because you have children at home, right? Nothing new, right? Huh? Is it familiar to you? No wonder you just keep quiet. You did not even smile, you did not even pull your face, no surprise, nothing. Just blank. And inside thinking, what's the big deal? We knew all this. How come Master just discovered now? She could have asked us and we would have told her long ago. I'm telling you, everybody came in. A lot of people came into my life, into my ashram, into my surroundings, just to be the general or major, like in the army, and dictating everybody else what to do. Or even sometimes dictate me, because of habit, you know, dictating everybody already, and when nobody else around, they dictate to me. Oh, thank you so much. Ay, I'm telling you. So where were we before? Can anybody remember? No? You prayed to Anand, maybe you could remember something? All right. I think we were at the 33 divisions, huh? And the pinnacle from the girl named Goodness. Yeah, she's so smart. Okay, so now they divided the hall into 3 parts anyway. One chamber for the kings, another for the poor, and another for the sick. Yeah, all right. So they treat the kings, the poor, and the sick the same. Not in the same place, but divided, you know, having equal provision of the lodging there. Then the 33 youths built 33 seats. Oh, just one more. Oh, God, I forgot. I have to tell. In one moment, okay? I told already, but I forgot to tell him to pick the dogs because it's all over his body. Like a blooming flower in springtime, all over his body. I thought he's not a white dog. He is like a, you know, one with the spots. What's the name of that? Forgot. Dalmatian. Oh, God. Then the 33 youths built 33 seats, and having so done, gave the following orders to the elephant. Oh, they're giving orders to the elephant. If a visitor comes and sits down in a seat, take him and lodge him in the house of whoever builds and owns that seat. It then becomes the duty of the owner of that seat to see that his guests' feet and back are rubbed. Oh, wow. Oh, I like to go there. You know, massage. Yeah. To provide him with food, both hard and soft, and with lodging, to perform for him, in fact, all the duties of hospitality. Wow. Wow, nobody treats me thus. I'm going to complain very soon. Wow. How can they make the orders like this to the elephant? And the elephant, you know, probably will carry it out. Wow. Do you have an elephant like that at home? No. All right. Oh, I guess it's just a long time ago, elephant. You know, they still drank clear and pure water from the stream or from the lake. You know, it's not contaminated water like now, and they're not dosing them with a lot of antibiotics or whatever. Yeah, and I didn't even try to feed him with GMO food and make him all confused. No? So the elephant probably understood everything that we say. Or maybe they can communicate with the elephant at that time, telepathically or something, or train him day in, day out. Accordingly, whenever a visitor came, the elephant would take him to the elephant. Only one elephant there. The elephant that the king gave to them, remember? Yeah. So the elephant would take him and conduct him to the house of the owner of the seat in which he had sat, and the owner of the seat would on that day perform for him all the duties of hospitality. Wow. Owner of the seat. Yeah. So the 33 youths are taking turn, whenever it came to them, they went and massage the customer, the guest. Maha planted an ebony tree. I have kind of idea, but I haven't seen one, or maybe I've seen one, but I didn't know that was ebony in English. Ebony or ebony? Ebony tree. Near the hall, and built a stone seat at the foot of the ebony tree. All those who entered the hall looked at the pinnacle, read the inscription, and said, "This is the hall of goodness." Oh, her name we mentioned again and again and again. The names of the 33 youths did not appear. Joy thought to herself, "The youths who built this hall resolved to deprive us of a share in the building thereof. But goodness, by her own cleverness, obtained a share. I also ought to do something. But what can I do?" Joy, one of the girls, thinking to herself thus. Thereupon the following thought occurred to her. Those who come to the hall should be provided with water for drinking and water for bathing. I will have a place dug for a pool, swimming pool. Accordingly, Joy caused a bathing pool to be built. Thought to herself, the third girl, goodness has given a pinnacle, and Joy has caused a bathing pool to be built. Now, what am I to do? Thereupon the following thought occurred to her. After those who came to the hall have drunk water and bathed, they should be decked with garlands, and when they are ready to depart. I will cause a flower garden to be let out. To pluck the flower, make the garland to put on the neck of the people. Thoughtful caused a beautiful flower garden to be let out. So many and so various were the flowers that grew therein, that it was impossible for anyone to say, such and such a flower-bearing or fruit-bearing tree does not grow in this garden. Means he has everything collected in that garden. All the plants and flowers, rare, precious, she collected them all and put them there, planted them there. Now, Wellborn, the fourth girl, thought to herself, I am the daughter of the brother of the mother of Maha, and likewise the wife of Maha. The daughter of the brother of the mother of Maha, and likewise the wife of Maha. Cousin, right? So they probably marry a cousin in those days. The merit of the work he has wrought accrues to me only, and the merit of the work I have wrought. It sounds like rotten. No, wrought. Like wrought iron. I have wrought accrues to him only. She's not the wife of him yet, but she was thinking she might be the wife of him. Accordingly, she did nothing but spend her time adorning herself, making herself beautiful. Man, dreaming, huh? A lot of people are like that, Don't want to sit, don't want to meditate, don't want to even keep the precept, don't want to eat vegan, But who wants to be a Buddha? So if you think this girl was a crazy dreamer, maybe she's not that crazy. Thus did Maha minister to his mother and father, honor his elder in the household. Well, yes, but okay, never mind. Speak the truth, avoid harsh words, avoid backbiting, put away avarice, I guess hatred stuff, and not become angry. Even thus did he fulfill the 7 precepts, as it is stated. If a man support his mother and father, if he honor his elders in the household, if he be gentle and friendly in conversation, if he avoid backbiting, if he steadfastly put away avarice, if he be truthful, if he conquer anger, such a man the gods of the 33 call a good man. Why? Does it need 33 gods or the Shaka god to call him a good man? We can also call him good man, right? Can we? Yeah. So simple. Always drag the God into it. We humans can take care of these small things. Actually, not really, huh? Not really. It's true that sometimes the gods and the animals recognize goodness in some humans, but the humans themselves do not. So now, having attained so praiseworthy, like the 33 men that were doing a good job, leveling the road so that everybody walks safely and the carts can drive smoothly. But somebody planning, and even almost succeeded in killing them, murdering them in such a terrible way. Lucky the God has eyes, and protected them. See, imagine, Imagine that. It's plain for everyone to see that the 33 of them have good hearts. Even if they didn't have good heart, if they even did that because of ego or wanted to have fame or whatever, but it's good for people. Benefited the people who work on it, right? Even then they didn't want anything. They didn't proclaim everywhere. So meaning they did not even want any reward. They're just doing it for heaven's sake, to have reward in heaven. Oh, we all want to, no? Yeah. But that's not ego stuff. That's spiritual stuff, which is good. So having attained so praiseworthy a state, Maha, upon reaching the end of the term of life allotted to him, was reborn in the world of the 33 as Sakka, king of God. His companions were likewise reborn there. The builder was reborn as the god Vishakama. Now at that time there were Asuras dwelling in the world of the 33, and when they learned that new god had been reborn there, they prepared celestial drink for them to welcome. I didn't know celestial people drink even. It's probably nectar of some sort, It's not like liquid like what we have. But actually, maybe they do have. It just looks similar, but it tastes better. Because these 33 heavens are the heavens of sensual pleasure, not like non-desire heaven. So probably they have drinks and food, huh? Yeah. But Sakka gave orders to his retinue that no one should drink it. The Asuras, however, drank freely and became intoxicated. Thereupon, Sakka thought to himself, why should I share my kingdom with these deities? Deity or deities? Divas. Somebody said deities. I heard it before, and somebody said deity. Deities? Yeah?
Americans say deity.
Yeah, you see that? Always make trouble for me. And I'm...
We understand you.
Alright, good. Yeah, paradise, you know. But it makes me unsure sometimes. Especially when it's the word I don't often use. I became, how you say? Not self-confident. Yeah, poor me. I was not even born in England. No? Yeah, not even grown up in England. I jumped in the middle of my youth life. Yeah. And did not even stay there very long, you know. Then, giving a sign to his retinue, he caused them to pick up the Asuras by the heels and fling them into the great ocean. They were drunk. The Asuras were drunk. Yeah. So the Asuras fell headlong into the water. By the power of their merit, there sprang up at the foot of Mount Sineru, supposed to be Sumeru, no? Oh, whatever, who cares? Whatever, that a mountain, named Sineru, the palace of the Asuras, and tree that is called Pie Trumpet Flower. Wow, what a name. Probably look like a pie, apple pie, but it also look like a trumpet. So pie trumpet, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a German Asura live there. Yeah. Because the German are very exact, They don't mess with the Latin word. They just say what it is, Like television, they just say Fernsehen. Looking for, or far looking, far seeing. Yeah, of course. Television come from far away, huh? When the conflict between the gods and the Asura was over, the Asuras had been defeated. There came into existence the city of the 33. The distance from the eastern gate to the western gate was 10,000 leagues again. Maybe miles. Yeah, okay. And the distance from the southern gate to the northern gate was the same. Now, this city, or at least, my voice is smooth. Like sing song, lullaby. Yeah, so I saw some people enjoying. Good. Either in Samadhi or or in Samagon. Huh? Now this city was provided. It's okay. We're not really laughing at anybody. We're just laughing with anybody. We laugh at anything, right? We have nothing else to do here but sit, eat, and laugh. Huh? What a good life you have, man. Huh? What kind of holiday you having? Tell me. Huh? Where, tell me where you can have a holiday with millions of stars and comedian free of charge, and, entertain you every day. Huh? And then, first class cook, huh? Yeah. Sure. And then relax, Yeah, nobody hexing you around. Hexing? Pushing you around. Hexing, that's German, really, right? It's not English. Huh? Actually, it's like, hex is witch, in German. Hexing around, like harassing, but it's worse than harassing. I can't translate it into English. I don't know how. That word probably has, but I don't know it. But hexing sounds very, serious.
Messing?
No, not messing. Like, some people just push you around, bullying you around, but with such a menace, like a like a witch. It's called hexing. Hexing. So why not? The English can borrow that word. It's better than pushing or bullying or, forcing around. The hexing, I feel is good. Very good. I mix the German word hex and the ing from the English, so hexing. Like pushing. Yeah. I cut the ing out and put it into the hex, and it become hexing. Wow, there's a new word for the Oxford Dictionary. They should write my name on it. Attached to the word. Okay, now, whoa. Where are we? I didn't sleep the whole night. I'm working the whole day. So I feel, a little toy on my system. But I'm okay, huh? If I'm not, then you know right away, okay? Then I just join your club. Then we become one, Master and disciple, huh? Become one, like master, like disciple. Enjoying life here. Yeah. This city was provided with 1,000 gates and was adorned with gardens and pools. And in the midst thereof, as the fruit of the building of the hall, there arose a palace called the Palace of Victory. A palace of victory. Its height was 700 miles, or whatever, the measurement of that. And it was decked with banners 300 miles long. On staffs of gold were banners of jewels, and on staffs of jewels were banners of gold. Wow, there's a lot of gold and jewels. Lucky not a lot of humans can come up. Otherwise there will be no more gold, no jewel, no banner, nada. Yeah, on staffs of coral were banners of pearls, and on staffs of pearls were banners of coral. On staffs of the 7 precious stones were banners or banners? You two, you pick one for me. One from England, one from American. All right. And on staffs of the 7 precious stones were I'm lost. On staffs of the 7 precious stones were banners of the 7 precious stones. Such was the palace that arose as the fruit of the building of the hall. 1,000 miles was its height, and it was composed of the 7 precious stones. Was built of, stud with 7 precious stones. As the result of the planting of the ebony tree, there arose the coral tree. As the fruit of the planting of the ebony tree, there arose the coral tree, 100 miles in circumference. As the result of the building of the stone seat, there came into existence at the foot of the coral tree the yellow stone thorn, of a reddish-yellow color like that of the jasmine flower. 60 miles in length, 50 miles in breadth, and 15 miles thick. What kind of god that? Must be very fat one, huh? Who sit on that. When Sakka sits down on this throne, half its mass sinks into the ground. When he rises, it is all above the ground. The elephant was reborn as god Iravana. There are no animals in the world. Let him enjoy his stuff. There are no animals in the world of the gods. So when he went into the garden to play, he would quit his form as a god and become the elephant Iravana. 150 miles inside. Everything is big in heaven, huh? Imagine what we look like when we go up there. We will look like mosquitoes, huh? And flies compared to them. And these are even the lower heaven yet, huh? The astral type.
Maybe warmer than normal.
Huh? Ah! You're right. Just joking. I can take hot water. People think I'm made of iron, don't you know? Master can do everything. Master knows everything. Master takes care of everything. Master can work 24 hours. Master pick your garbage. Master whatever. Master fix the pipe, water pipe. Master fix the roof. Master fix the other roof. Master cook. Yeah, you know. So it doesn't matter. Iron woman. That probably helps. Where are we? I don't have bears. So. Normally the Indian gurus, they grow bears very long. When they're talking, I saw them. So I grow my hair so to also do it, you know. Just to look like I have something. Hair is hair, you know. I mean, it doesn't matter where it grows, right? I have some, and long. Yeah, and golden also, you know, like the old wise person. All right, so, you know, right? Yeah. Even that didn't wake him up. Very good. He is enjoying, so it's okay. You enjoy yours, he enjoy his, huh? Don't be jealous, huh? He's probably gone up to this kind of heaven. Yeah. For the 33 youths, Eravana created 33 vessels, each 2 or 3 quarters of a mile round. You know. In the center of all, Eravana created for Sakka a vessel called Beautiful. It was 30 miles in circumference, and above it was a canopy. There arose banners a mile in length, made entirely of the 7 precious stones. And from the lower edge of each banner depended a row of tinkling bells. You don't have to turn the camera away, people still can hear. And who would be coughing in the microphone if it's not your master right now? Don't worry, I'm not embarrassed. I'm too old now to be bothered about such things. Yeah. Right. My God, they keep describing such a mouth-watering word, and we're sitting here on the floor, or getting wet today under the rain canopy, under the canopy of plastic canvas, yeah? And all your thorns have been wet, soaked through. I saw them hanging on the balcony, and it won't dry until maybe 3 days, yeah? If the sun comes out at all, huh? Your shoes are all wet, huh? Oh, it's nothing, really. When I was in the Himalayas, it's more soaked. And my feet were swollen because of the water inside the shoes. And because walking all day in it. And it's like a just snow melt water. It's not even this. It was in May, but the weather in Himalayas was still cold. And a lot of snow still there. The army cut through the snow so that the pilgrims could come. But it was like 2 walls, a white wall on both sides, you know. Yeah. Because the snow was still very hard, yeah, like ice, yeah. In some parts, yeah. Okay, a row of tinkling bells, which, when they were shaken by the gentle wind, gave forth sweet music, like the mingled strains of the music of the 5 kinds of instruments, or the singing of the celestial choir. In the center of the pavilion, right? Pavilion in English, right? Pavilion is French, right? A jeweled couch, a mile in length, was prepared for Sakra. There Sakra did recline in state. Iravana created 33 vessels for the 33 gods. Each vessel bore 7 tusks, elephant tusks, each 50 miles long. Each tusk bore 7 lotus tanks. Each lotus tank bore 7 lotus plants. Each lotus plant bore 7 flowers. Each flower 7 leaves, and on each leaf danced 7 celestial nymphs. Fairies, I guess. Thus on all sides, round about for a space of 50 miles, there were dancing assemblies poised on elephants' tusks. Such was the glory in the enjoyment of which lived Sakra, king of gods. When goodness, the first girl, died, she was also reborn there. And at the same time there came into existence goodness. The meeting hall of the gods, 900 miles. I didn't cough in my cave, so I thought I'm okay to come. Sorry. Probably after talking, and maybe dry air or something here, and it irritates the throat. Where are we now again? My God. I keep interrupting myself with jokes or with a cough. And you probably wonder, when will I finish the story ever? You want me to finish quick? Okay. Sakra survived his wife and condensed within himself. I've been born and okay, finish. You want that? No? Okay. Okay, you are the boss. The guest or the boss. They say so in India. Interrupting myself with jokes or with a cough. And you probably wonder, when will I finish the story ever? You want me to finish quick? Okay. Sakra survived his wife and condensed within himself. I've been born and okay, finish. You want that? No? No. Okay. Okay, you are the boss. The guest or the boss. They say so in India. But when I was there, I wasn't treated like the boss. No, I work for whatever ashram I went to. I just liked to. Everybody loved me, including the guru and his wife and all his drivers. They always tried to come and hug me, and I always tried to run away. Yeah. You don't treat a visitor like a boss if you're wanting to hug her, right? No. So that's not the treatment of a boss. Okay. So I wasn't a boss in India. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you. 900 miles in extent, the meeting hall of the gods. The most charming of all places in that heaven. Here on the 8th day of the month, the Dharma is preached. Probably a master came, or one of the master Dharma body, yeah? Transcendental body. It's in different places. And on the 8th day of the month, the Dharma is preached. Even today, when men behold a charming place, they would say, "It is like goodness, the meeting hall of the gods." when Joy died, she also was reborn there. And at the same time, there came into existence a lotus tank called Joy, because they have such a merit, They were helping with the hall and offering things for the people. So when they're born in heaven, as soon as they were born in heaven, these precious things, halls and lotus ponds and, adorning heaven, just appear together with their rebirth in heaven. The lotus tank called Joy was appearing at the same time. 500 miles in extent. Less than the goodness, almost half. Half of the length of goodness. Maybe goodness was the first one to think about it. Or maybe she offered more, the most essential things. When Thoughtful died, she also was reborn there. And at the same time, there came into existence Thoughtful's Creeper Grove, 500 miles in extent. There they conducted the gods whose prognostics have appeared, till they are overcome by confusion. But when Wellborn died, she was reborn as a crane in a certain mountain cave. She offered nothing, right? Did not even try, even think that she would, possess all this. Because Prince Maha will marry her. He didn't even mention it. He probably didn't even look at her yet. Such is the fate of the selfish people. Do nothing but want the best. Always. Some of your brothers and sisters are also like that. So sometimes I had to use a different method. Because all these years of sweet teaching, you have to be selfless, you have to help one another, you have to think of others more than yourself. Or at least equal to yourself. It didn't work. So sometimes I have to use different methods. I have to invite them to go home. After, so many decades still stamping the feet over there, then it's no good. Either go home or just leave. See what I mean? There's no need to keep taking precious space in my golden house. Actually, this is more precious than in the golden garden of the Buddha, Why? Because it's too small. Every inch counts. You see, always I have to invite, okay, there are 3 places here, 1 place there. Understand? Extra, so you can come here. You sit here. Otherwise, you sit in other rooms, for example, or sit outside. If it's not raining, of course. I was so worried. But I thought last night we made a lecture. Stretch your leg out. I will, too. A sample. Just stretch. Stretch it out. Relax, okay? Because I'm going to make joke and and cough and sneeze and laugh and wait for you to finish laughing. And the story will last forever. Stretch yourself out if you feel, uncomfy. You're supposed to relax here in your house, okay? I said it's my house, but it's your house. I don't know wherever my house remain my house. How many houses I have, all become yours. So I quit calling it my house. I quit living in here, because I know sooner or later it will be occupied by disciples. Yeah, you're right. How you know? How can she guess? All right. You see, that's how the story keeps landing. I want to finish, but then it would be too boring, huh? You can read it yourself. Why should I read it for you? You see what I mean? But you're so spoiled rotten. Everything Master does, yeah? Spoon-feeding you with all these teachings. You could read it yourself. At least the Buddhist people know all this, or can read it, can research on internet and read it themselves. But no, I'll come here waiting for master. Master can read everything also. Yeah, not just do everything, but can read everything. Like they are illiterate or something, you know? Yeah, there are all kinds of languages translated into all kinds of languages: English, Vietnamese, Chinese, Korean, etc., etc. You know, this Buddhist society translating people, they're very diligent in spreading the Dharma in this modern digital age. And we laud them. We thank them also. Because if I pick up another Vietnamese sutra and translate again, then I think I retire. All right, so the girl who offered nothing but was dreaming to take over everything, then she was reborn as a crane in a certain mountain cave on earth, ne? Very good already. At least she did not go to hell. Sakka surveyed his wives and considered within himself, goodness has been reborn here, and likewise joy and thoughtful. 3 girls. Now, where has well-born been reborn? He knew all of them. Perceiving that she had been reborn as a crane in a mountain cave, he thought to himself, because she did no work of merit, the foolish girl has been reborn as an animal. It is my duty to have her perform some work of merit and bring her here. So saying, he laid aside his proper form, and assuming a disguise, he went to her and asked, what are you doing here? And the crane answered, but master, who are you? Master is just the polite form that people address each other at that time. Okay? Yeah. But nowadays people even question you, why you call me master? They don't do nothing to each other and they call each other master. I'm doing some hard work. Yeah, at least I teach you some word or two, 1 word or 2, right? As you cannot be called master. Yeah, I don't care. Mostly I address myself to the Vietnamese as chị hai. Yeah? Chị hai means the second sister, not even first sister. Or sometimes chị cả. It depends. Yeah. Meaning the firstborn. That's all. But I say the same to the Taiwanese, no? Some of you know, right? Yeah, when I talk to them. Sometimes I say sư phụ because I keep calling sư phụ, and I also, record it and I just like play it out. Yeah, forgot. But I don't care what name. What's the name? So she said, but master, who are you? He said, I'm Maha, your husband. So he has 4 wives, ne? So the 4th one is absent in heaven. That's why he went and looked for her. Good husband, huh? Where were you reborn, husband? She asked. I was reborn in the heaven of the 33. Do you know where your companions were reborn? Meaning the other girls. I don't like to appear in the public because I have to wear a lot of clothes and cover myself. But at least here I feel a little bit more relaxed. I just wear what I normally wear in the house. I feel like I'm at home. I don't have to worry that much. But still, we women need a lot of time to wear this and that and stuff. Men, they could just sit here just with the shorts and nobody says anything. Yeah, some masters did that. No, you know that, right? Or in India, though. Oh, no, in America also some masters did that, nah? How convenient, nah? If I do that, what do you think? Even the cameraman would say, Master, what are you doing? There was a film, a French film, I think. I don't remember a French film or not. The title says, "My wife is an actress," you know. So in one of the films, the director or the script and the director demanded that the main character woman has to strip. Yeah, she refused. After they keep etching, she said, "If all the staff go without clothes while doing filming, working, whatever around here, then I'll do it." She thought nobody would do it. Everybody did. But it's not like nudist theme or anything. They cover, like a woman would wear her, these kind of bag. What you call that? Huh? The bag that you wear on the waist, you put your money, ID card and all that. Huh? There's a special name for that bag. I also have it sometimes. Like a belt, but there's a bag in the front. Huh? A pouch. Yeah, she's wearing in the front like that. And then she's slinging something around here, equipment, camera. And the man also does similar. So I just saw it's supposed to be done, but nobody saw anything. It's a cheat. You know what I mean? It's funny. So it's like that, no? So it just look okay, And they especially film with the angle, that you see nothing. Everybody was going to see that film for something, and then they saw nothing. Just pouch and bells and camera. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hearing stuff that hang all the way down here. A muff, ear muff, hanging, whatever, yeah? So then, of course, the main actress had to. But it's so funny. It looked funny. Everybody goes slinging things around. That thing, just slinging around. It looked very funny. It's supposed to be a funny film also. It's really funny. Why did I talk about that? Where were we before? Okay, now. So the husband asked, the sucker god asked her, "Do you know where your companions were reborn?" "No, husband, I do not." Normally you say, "No, darling," or "sweetheart." "No, husband." But it's just a translation of the old time talk. So the sucker, her husband, said, They were also reborn in the heaven of the 33 as my wives. Heavenly God has wives? Wow. Then it's good. So nobody's scared to go to heaven now. You guys like to go there, huh? Even 4 wives. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. The women don't like that. The men do. But I don't know if they're doing anything up there, It's probably just the names, the position, huh? Or they do? Anybody know? I never check on these things. Probably similar in different ways, yeah? Some sort of mimic from this world, huh? Sensual, heaven. So, probably similar. Should you like to see your companions also? So the wife asked, "How can I get there?" Said sucker, "I will carry you." So placing her in the palm of his hand, I told you how big we look compared to them, huh? He carried her to the realm of the gods and set her free on the bank of the lotus tank named Joy. Then he said to the other 3, "Should you like to see your companion well born?" "Sir," or "Sire." "Sire, where is she?" Sire is a more respectful address for the king, Sir is for common positions or high position even, or even a low, normal person when you want to respectfully address him. But sire is a proper a dress for king, yeah, or prince, high prince. On the bank, she is on the bank of the lotus tank named Joy. Must be lotus pond or translation, It cannot be a tank, is it? Sound like a cement built, It's not in heaven. It cannot be a tank, right? So the three went and looked at her, and they cried out, "Alas! See what has been the result of the noble woman spending her life in just, adorning herself. Look now at her beak. Look at her feet. Look at her legs. She presents a beautiful appearance indeed." Thus they ridicule her, sarcastic. Yeah. Having done so, they departed. So left her standing there. Yeah, wives, they normally would never like each other anyway, so there's no surprise, right? Sakra went once more to her and said, "Did you see your companions?" "Yes," replied Whalebone, "I saw them. They ridiculed me, and then they went away. Take me back again." So Sakra took her back again, set her free in the water, and then asked her, "Did you see their celestial glory?" "Yes, sire, I did." She didn't call him husband anymore. She's also sour. "Yes, sire, I did." "You also should employ such means as will enable you to obtain rebirth there, like them." "Sire, what shall I do?" "Okay, if I admonish you, scold you, will you keep my admonition?" Or maybe just advice, yeah. "Yes, sire, I will keep your admonition." So Sakra taught her the 5 precepts. Having done so, he said to her, "Be zealous in keeping the precepts," and then he departed. Just 5 precepts. Thenceforth, she sought after and ate only such fish as had died a natural death. After a few days had passed, Sakra determined to test her. Oh, his specialty again. He always tests people who practice, who want to go to heaven or who want to become Buddha. He will come and test them. There you go. Don't copy me, huh? Copy everything else except my cough. So he went, and taking the form of a fish, lay down on the surface of the sand, pretending to be dead. When she saw the fish, thinking that it was dead, she took it in her beak. Just as she was about to swallow the fish, it wriggled its tail. The instant she discovered the fish was alive, she released it in the water. Sakra waited a little while, and then lay down before her on his back once more. On his back, and then lay down before her. Okay. He lay on his back in front of her. Again, thinking it was a dead fish, she took it in her beak. But just as he was about to swallow the fish, it moved the tip of his tail. So immediately, she knew it was alive and let it go in the water. When Sakra has thus tested her 3 times, this was not a difficult test compared to the thing he did to the Buddha, no? No, gruesome. But you missed all that, huh? You probably have to wait until they upload, download, and, cut, edit, and do all kind of things before you can see it. Okay, he tested her 3 times. And then he has satisfied himself. himself that she was keeping the precepts faithfully, he revealed his identity to her and said, "I came here for the purpose of testing you. You are keeping the precepts faithfully. If you continue thus faithfully to keep them, before long you will be reborn as one of my wives." Be heedful. Having spoken thus, he departed. So, this is true love, huh? It lasts long. It lasts from heaven, from earth to heaven as well. Yeah? But the love that we profess sometimes to each other here on earth as couples, sometimes it won't last. Because we go separate ways afterward if we don't look in the same direction, if we don't do the same good deeds. Then no matter how deep the love you think you have for your partner, it won't be deep enough. Yeah. That's why sometimes the husband or the wife tries to hinder his or her life partner in the spiritual practice. They don't know they're doing wrong to themselves. If they really love to have his wife, her husband forever, then they should help in that. So the husband or wife goes up very high, and they also will go up high together, and they stay longer together. Even in heaven, see, you still can stay together here, husband and wife. Yeah? Yeah. Even maybe they don't have any of the bodily sensual pleasure anymore like we do here, but they have company. They have each other's company. And most of the practitioners prefer that also. Eh? Besides, after marrying for many years, you're just like friends. That's what they have in heaven. Friendship. Being a sakra, he could have any wife he wants. Yeah, he doesn't have to come back for his wife like this, the rotten one. Yeah, he could just pick up any human even, or any astral beauty, and use his power like this to bring her up in no time. You can adopt. If you are like in the second heaven, and you want to extend your family, and you can gather all your friends all together, make a circle, and, using your power and extending the light and making it like a ladder. And then you pick up that person to come up to you. And she has to be clear and clean, purified for a little while, and then, hopla, together. Yeah, like a family. And that's how they adopt in heaven. If the person is not meritorious enough, don't have enough good deeds, they can use this way, many powerful lights together, and then pick that person up. It's like we adopt a new family member here on earth, Yeah. Even a poor child, for example, born in a very poor family, without parents anymore, and lives in the orphanage, but rich, powerful parents can come there, and legalize him and lift his status into the son of a powerful and rich family. Similar like that, okay? It is legal in heaven to adopt, yes. Therefore, maybe if you befriend somebody who is initiated, who is highly developed spiritually, then even though you are not very highly developed spiritually, that person will lift you up also. Can. See what I mean? Yeah. No problem. So cool. Huh? Good system. Yeah, if we can adopt here, why not there, But you cannot adopt from so many levels. Maybe the neighboring level. Like if you're second level, you can adopt astral level. Okay? If you want to. But that person must have some merit at least. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. To be nearer to the level of the second. Yeah? Then it's easier to adopt. Otherwise, that person has to do a little merit or do something to have an excuse to go. You see what I mean? Yeah. Alright, that's like that. Why are you crying, love? Just touched or happy? Touched by what, the husband?
Yeah.
The love?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's good. Yeah, why not? Some husband really love their wife that much. Yeah, my ex-husband, he kept going to the Himalayas. Not just one time, huh? Several times to find me. And chased me several times also when I left, when I ran away. Before or after marriage, yeah. Even on the planet they do that, so why not a God from heaven who could... Why couldn't a God in heaven have such love? See what I mean? Lasting love, yeah. Be heedful, be attentive, be careful with the practice. I guess he didn't just teach her the 5 precepts, probably told her a lot more moral stuff, Try to do good deeds, like don't eat the fish. Don't eat the live fish. Huh? Oh my God. Truly, karma really exists. And sometimes in this lifetime, you have to pay right away. Even my dog, Happy, she used to chase and eat the live gecko and some insects when she first came into my adopted house. And sometimes you could still see the wagging tail of the gecko in her mouth. I said, spit it out right now. Now! and I held her throat and, shook her head. I said, spit it out. Ow, ow, ow. And then... and the gecko, whoa, run for his life. I said, run far. When you see this girl again, don't ever go near. Don't, just run as far as you can, because I can't guarantee next time she will let you off if I'm not there. Yeah. And I don't ever see geckos run around anymore in my yard after that. Probably they understood. Or the one who survived, the audio went all over and, printed on a newspaper. Don't go near that. The one with the round curling tail looks very friendly, but she is not. She is not friendly. She is your death sentence. Watch it. Her name is Happy. Okay. But she did it again and again. I always had to watch her, and then sometimes she did, I don't know, see? So from all the dogs that I adopted, she had suffered the most. Understand? She suffers still now. She suffers cancer. Of course, I have medicine and all that for her still, but she still had to suffer, a different part of her body. Sometimes she just broke down or something, or she fell down or something beat her, always having something on her body. Always some bump here, some sore there, some bleeding here and there all the time. Very busy with her, very busy. That's why if she passes, that's why you see her wearing a sock sometimes, because she's wounded there. And if we don't put the sock on, she will keep licking it, and then it keeps opening the wound again. And sometimes she has to wear this belt collar for many weeks, and it's like breaking my heart, And she's constantly, ever since she became older, the karma caught up with her, and she's constantly suffering. The medicine keeps her alive and well, of course, but it's not like before, not like the way she had it before, not like when she was younger. And even we went to different doctors. They said, oh, she's too old, just, why bother? But we did not give up on her. You see, we went to different doctors, and Italian doctors, they're very kind, very, very kind. Even so kind that they told us to, because she was sick, so she couldn't digest well. And she loved to eat those vegan shrimps. Yeah. And when she sees it, she jump on it, eat. You can give her 3 kilos, she eat them all. Oh, so the doctor said, not too much, even though she cannot eat too much. Now she has to even slim down. The girl who loves to eat a lot now has to eat very little. What a suffering for her and for me. The one like to give a lot also now cannot give a lot. And the one who likes to eat a lot now also cannot. Both of us suffer together, And the doctor even told us to chop very fine, chop small, those vegan shrimp or vegan fishes, for her as a snacks, and other food when cooking for her as well. But she's so sick like that, still picky. Don't eat the vegan dog food, just eat the cooked food. Noodles, rice, of course vegan protein and, mix and some vegetable and fruit. Fruit one side. She could eat the whole melon if you give her. After meal already. Understand? So we have to ration it. Have to weigh the food even. The doctor say how much per day. It's terrible for me to watch. You know how I love to give everything, and now she cannot eat much. So the karma really caught up with her so bad. Yeah, they say even the doctor was so kind. She's lucky, If it's in another family, sometimes they just put her to sleep. Many families do that because they listen to the doctor. They say, oh, what for? She's old now. And if she has cancer, she's suffering. Don't bother, just, end her suffering and your suffering. And it's so easy to hear. And then just one injection, gone. You understand? Just like that. But we didn't give up on her, If it's your family member, you will go to the end of the world to find a remedy until you cannot find anymore. Yeah? You will turn heaven and earth upside down to find something to save your family member, no? If you love somebody, you do that. So she's still alive. The doctor says normally she will die in 6 months. Oh, it's more than a year already. Still wagging tail and wanting food. Give me. Yeah. She's very skinny now. Very skinny. You can see her stomach very thin now. Before, when she walked, the fat on both sides was flapping like wings. I used to call her gorditita in Spanish. Yeah, gordita, but she's small, so I say gorditita, just to mild her up a little bit. Gordita means fat, so I call her gorditita. Because when she lie down, the fat on both sides flap out like an extra blanket. And when she runs, it runs with her. Yeah, it's like an angel's wings. Yeah. And now she's so skinny, so very small and very, very slim. It's terrible for me to watch. I keep always asking the doctor, can she eat more now? Not yet. Okay, let's go back to India. In heaven. We stay on earth long enough. Stay even in the dog kingdom. Now we go up. He said to her, for the purpose, of testing you, you continue this way, then you will be reborn in heaven, and we will be reunited again. Yeah, husband and wife. Be heedful. Meaning, take care. Yeah, take care of what he told her. Listen to what he told her. Having spoken thus, he departed, went back to heaven. Thenceforth, she used for food either fish that had died. Oh, this already done. Sorry. Oh, either had died a natural death or none at all. Even if she didn't find any fish that already died naturally, then she ate nothing. Truly keeping the precepts very well. Because like cranes or flamingos, they eat just fish, Yeah. So she cannot eat anything else, nothing else around there to eat. After only a few days had passed, she shriveled up and died. Because she didn't eat that much and sometimes ate nothing, so she died. And solely as the fruit of her virtuous conduct, she was reborn at Benares as the daughter of a potter. She's not gone to heaven yet. Not yet. Not that easy. When she was about 15 or 16 years old, Sakra considered within himself, where has she been reborn? Well, at least not as an animal. Yeah. Perceiving that she had been reborn at Benares as the daughter of a potter, he said to himself, I ought now to go to her. Wow, what a good husband, huh? He had already 3 wives, not like he's lonely or anything. And everybody loves him in heaven, not like he's bored or lack of entertainment or anything. It's a pleasure heaven. Understand? He has anything he wants. But still, such a faithful, devoted, good husband. He went again to look for her. Incredible. Wouldn't you like to have a husband like that, huh? Huh? Yeah. But maybe you would stop him. Why? Follow Master Ching Hai, do what? Huh? Eat vegetarian nonsense. Huh? Why? Huh? Meat tastes better. Huh? More energy. Go. Don't follow her. Follow me. Both. And then both go to, you know where. Okay. Yeah, some wives, obstructed the husband. Some husbands obstructed the wives. That's not the way of love. True love is to let your partner be free, as long as they don't do anything bad or wrong or harming anybody else. Yeah? So you should even learn from their good example and follow that. Follow them. That is true love, nah? Looking in the same direction. If it's a good direction, of course. Nah? Okay. True love is to let your partner be free, as long as they don't do anything bad or wrong or harming anybody else. Yeah? So you should even learn from their good example and follow that. Follow them. That is true love, nah? Looking in the same direction. If it's a good direction, of course. Nah? Okay. Following Master Ching Hai is a good direction or bad direction? Good direction. Very wise. One candy for you. Thank you for the bánh chưng. The dogs lapped it all up. And the assistant loved it. I had no chance today. I haven't eaten your food yet. I am so sorry. I forgot to eat. Because in the morning, I was too busy. And then I had to take medicine. And was so busy, so cold and hungry. The stomach feels bad after taking medicine. So the food has not arrived yet. Because everybody was busy today. My assistant was busy nailing and fixing the roof together. So I did not want to ask anything. So I took the couple pieces of vegan bread and I put some vegan spread on it and just ate that. Yeah, just to calm the stomach. And then after that, bread is swollen inside somehow, and I didn't feel hungry at all until now. I just see, because the dog was, I know he know that the Vietnamese fries, sticky rice cake are there, so I came, truly it's there. So I gave some to him and some to the assistant to keep them warm, working in the cold, wet through, even with the raincoats, yeah. I was also running up and down and wet also. Because the path is so small, the umbrella doesn't always pass, And if I try to make the umbrella smaller by reducing it from inside, then all the water shook on me also. Silly woman. So I forgot that I haven't eaten anything until now. I mean, since the morning. Because today everybody's busy, So I thought maybe she's also busy helping everybody. So I didn't want to bother. Yeah, so I thought anything just to calm the stomach and then I can eat later. And then I forgot because I've been working on my roof. I have to clean the house also. And then we jump onto the dog's hut, and etc., and the house is always messy because of rain and there's always something to do. And the dog brings in all these thorns and shake it all over my house again. Because I open the door, let him in and out because it's raining. And then I have to work again. And when you're working, you forget, you forget to eat, yeah. But I will, okay? I share with them these spring rolls, summer rolls, and they ate the sticky cake already. I will eat the rest or some later. Oh, where are we now? But thank you anyway, huh? Thank you. Okay, so filling a cart with the 7 kinds of precious stones and disguising himself as cucumbers. He drove into the city of Benares. How can a cucumber drive himself with a cart full of gold? Probably a cucumber seller or something. I don't know, I have to read on. I haven't read the story. But I just read some before and I knew it's going to be a good story. Not like the other book. I read most of the stories before I read it to you. I choose. Because I read some, they're so gruesome, so I didn't want to take a chance, Therefore, I read most of all the stories I read to you. This, I have not had a chance yet. It's new. It's new. And then I was sick, I don't feel like reading much. So I didn't check, but I knew it's going to be a good story. Because I just read some, I was just turning the pages knowing that it explained to people what kind of precepts you keep and what kind of merit you have. And how a charitable deed will bring you heavenly fruit, heavenly birth, etc., etc. So I knew it's going to be a good story, so I didn't have to check it. So I don't know why filling a cart with 7 kinds of precious stones. No. The stones, precious stone disguised as cucumbers. Not him. He drove into the city. Sometimes I didn't write it very clearly, Yeah. He drove into the city of Benares. "Come, get cucumbers," he cried loud as he entered the street. But when people came to him with coins in their hands, he said, "I do not part with my cucumbers for a price." He said, "Come get cucumbers," when people came to buy themselves. On what terms do you part with them then? They asked. "I give them to the woman that keeps the precepts." He replied, "Master, what do you mean by precepts? Are they black or brown or some other color?" How wise, huh? Imagine people didn't even know what precepts are in that day. Many people still don't know nowadays, huh? Yeah. Sometimes they think they're Christian or they think they're Buddhist, but they don't really keep precepts. Because if you do keep 5 precepts only, then you don't eat animals, because thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not harm others. And if you eat the fish or the animals, that means you're harming them, either directly or indirectly. Because if you don't eat, people don't kill for you. Huh? So he just taught his wife the 5 precepts, and she kept them. So she didn't eat any live fish, you see? Yeah. Now, so the Sakra, in the form of a vendor, said, "You don't even know what precepts are? Much less will you keep them. I will give my cucumbers to the woman who keeps the precepts only." Yeah. "Master, we know there is a potter's daughter who is always going about saying, 'I keep the precepts.' You will give them to her. Go give them to her." The potter's daughter said to him, "Very well, master, give them to me." So Sakra pretend he didn't know. He said, "Who are you?" She said, "I am a maiden that has never failed to keep the precepts." The moral conducts. Sakra said, "For you alone have I brought these." And driving his cart to her house, he presented to her, in the guise of cucumbers, celestial treasures which could not be taken away by others. And making his identity known to her now, he said, "Here is wealth sufficient for you to live on." Rich husband and loving husband. "Keep the 5 precepts unbroken." "Continue, please." He said that, and then he departed. This is really unconditional love, ne? Not that he liked to linger there to, because he needed her, or stay around with her because he's lonely, or he really needed her, or anything. He just wanted to help her and to save her, from a miserable existence. Okay. At the end of her existence as a potter's daughter, she was reborn in the world of the Asuras as the daughter of Vipasiti, king of Asuras. It's already promoted, upgraded, but still far away from her husband's kingdom yet. God. Miserable lot. Huh? But the king of Asuras, Vipasiti, was the bitter enemy of her husband Sakra. Since she had kept the precepts in the two successive existences, she was fair of form, beautiful. Her skin was of a golden color, and she was endowed with beauty and comeliness, the like of which had never been seen. Vipasiti, king of Asuras, said to all the Asura princes who sought her in marriage, "You are not fit to marry my daughter," he said to all of them. Yeah, typical father, no? Yeah. But also she was so beautiful, too beautiful. Having thus refused to give her in marriage to any of the Asura princes, he said, "My daughter shall choose for herself such a husband as she sees fit." Well, very liberal father, huh? Chamomile?
Yeah.
I think 1 or 2 cups a day is enough of this. Otherwise, you will have a loose stomach. Understand that? Yeah. But it's good to cleanse up. It's okay. But it won't last forever. It probably cleans up every bad thing and flushes it out. But if you need to work, then be careful. Okay? You can't leave your computer every 5 minutes and say, "Boss, I'm sorry. Don't know what's wrong with me today." If you drink every day, then you could drink probably gradually a lot more until you use it. But if you drink only now and then for some health reason, then be careful, huh? All right. So saying, he assembled the host of Asuras. You know Asuras word? Huh? The first word? Yeah? The one without shadow? Understand? That one. That's a beautiful word. Beautiful word. Looks similar to ours, but so bright, so radiant, so beautiful, so wonderful, so enchanting, so charming, so bewitching, so seductive that you never wanted to leave that world. If you happen to go there, if no master, you will not know. You will just want to stay there forever, and you think that is heaven, utmost heaven, and you never think of leaving it. But if you go there, if you have the penchant to like it, the master will blindfold you and drag you up. Go, 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 go. This is not a place for you. Because it's too beautiful. Shining, with light and music and anything you want just appearing immediately. Imagine here we have to work for every little drop of water that we take even, huh? Over there, everything is delicious, everything is good, and you don't even have to do anything for it. Stretch your legs out, love. Stretch it out before you die. Look at me, I also have to stretch it out, huh? It's a cold weather and damp in the air, and your bones telling you that you have them. You have bones. So, take care of your joints. Just stretch it out, okay? Or do some shaky thing like this. All right. I think that's why the Tibetan monks they always moving, swaying their bodies, sideways to keep them not numb, no? Because in some festivals they have to read the big sutra. Imagine you couldn't read anymore, or cannot walk out anymore after long hours of reciting, then it's bad. Okay, yeah, do that. Now do it with your legs then, huh? So he assembled the host of Asuras and placing a garland of flowers in the hand of his daughter, he said to her, "Choose for yourself a husband who suits you." At that moment, Sakra looked to see where she had been reborn. Lucky he looked quick enough, no? Just a few more seconds, she'd be taken. Perceiving what was taking place, he assumed the form of an old Asura, and went and stood in the outer circle of the assembled company. The daughter of Vipasiti looked this way and that way, suddenly, because in the previous state of existence she had lived with Sakra. She was overwhelmed as by a mighty torrent by the power of the love for him, which sprang up within her, and crying out, "He is my husband!" The old wretch, old Sakra, the old Asura, yeah. And she threw the garland of flowers over his head. This old Asura, Sakra, these guys. Yeah, says the Asuras together, "For a long time our king has been unable to find a husband suitable for his daughter. Now, however, he has found one. This fellow is old enough to be his daughter's grandfather." Sarcastic, old enough to be her grandfather. And they departed, hanging their heads with shame. Yeah, lost it all to an old man. Yeah, some people like old woman, old man. Yeah, that's why sometimes young men marry older women. Sometimes older men marry young women. But it's more often the latter than the first, right? We women, after 4, 5, 60, we don't feel like marrying anymore. But men, they still like. Just put a denture on and go on. Sakra took her by the hand, cried out, "I am Sakra," and flew up into the air. The Asuras exclaimed, "We have been fooled by old Sakra," and started up in pursuit, chasing him. Matali, the charioteer, brought up the chariot called Chariot of Victory and stopped by the way. Thereupon Sakra assisted his bride to mount and set out for the city of the gods. Now, when they reached the forest of silk cotton trees, the Garuda fledglings, hearing the sound of the chariot and fearing they would be crushed to death, cried out. When Sakra heard their cries, he asked Matali, "What are they that are crying?" Even the god doesn't know everything. The god of the gods. So you can see, it's a lower heaven, huh? Yeah. The 5th level heavens know everything, of course. Huh? The higher they go, the more knowledge of everything. Even mundane knowledge. Yeah, they know everything. If they want to know, huh? Sometimes they don't want to. What is there here that they want to know? Tell me. Is something worthy of for their ears? To busy their ears with? No. Is something worthy for their nose to smell? Huh? For their eyes to see? Huh?
No.
Yeah, an old woman sitting here with her feet on the table, wagging her toes and talking nonsense. And the whole assembly also laughing at nonsense. Yeah, nothing much. The best is like this already, imagine. Imagine the rest. How would he like to see anything? No, I'm just joking. The gods are listening. Whenever we have a lecturing or assembly like this, they always come around. Yeah, they love very much. They love this kind of talk. More than humans. They appreciate it more because they truly understand the power of the spoken words of the sutra and of whoever respectfully recite it. Yeah, not necessarily even a high master. They like it because it makes them feel elated, happy, and extend their merit so that they can live even longer in heaven. They can stay as a god longer. So that the flowers on their heads will not wither so quickly. They won't die that quick. Yeah? And they have more power, more youth, more vigor, more happiness. Whenever we have lecturing or assemblies like this, they always come around. Yeah, they love very much. They love this kind of talk more than humans. They appreciate it more because they truly understand the power of the spoken words of the sutra and of whoever respectfully recite it. Yeah, not necessarily even a high master. They like it because it makes them feel elated, happy, and extends their merit so that they can live even longer in heaven. They can stay as a god longer. So that the flowers on their heads will not wither so quickly. They won't die that quick. Yeah? And they have more power, more youth, more vigor, more happiness. Not because of that, but they respect the holy words of the ancient masters or present masters. Yeah. That's why sometimes you saw our whole place is radiant with golden light, bright rainbow light, because the gods, they throw in light, they throw in flowers in the form of what we see as light, just to make offering. Yeah. Sometimes they have music. So sometimes in a assembly or after this discourse, you hear your inner sound becomes louder, yeah, because of their blessing. They're joyful, their joy that infuses the atmosphere with more energetic power and happiness. Understand? More concentration for you, so that you can hear better, even if you were deaf. I mean spiritually deaf. So the Matali, his driver, said, they are Garuda birds, sire. Why are they crying? Sire, they cry because they hear the sound of the chariot and they fear that they will be crushed to death. Couldn't they fly away? So the Sakra god said to his driver, "Oh, we should be careful so that such a numerous host will not perish, yeah, or be crushed by the impact of the chariot." Oh, I guess they couldn't fly quickly enough because the chariot is faster than them. Number one. Number two, the chariot, you know how many, tens or 50 miles long in length and etc. And then imagine how big it is. It's probably fill up the sky if they came here, if we can see it, yeah. But they will make it smaller if the space is smaller. But the thing is, in heaven they just keep as is. And if the flock of birds is nearby there, they're probably too fast to try to avoid it. So let not so numerous a host perish, crushed by the impact of the chariot because of me alone, he said. Sakra, yeah. Cause the chariot to turn back. U-turn. Thereupon, Matali gave the sign with the lash to the 1,000 singed horses, heavenly horses, and caused the chariot to turn back. When the Asuras saw that the chariot had turned back abruptly, they said, "O Sakra started out in flight from the city of the Asuras, but has just caused his chariot to turn back. Doubtless he has received reinforcements." So the Asura was frightened, thinking that he was having backup coming, because he suddenly abruptly turned, It's not likely why anyone would do that. When he was fleeing from the enemies, why suddenly he abruptly turned back? So it shows that this Sakra god is very merciful. There are different kinds of Sakra gods. Yeah, they have the same merit. They might inherit the same throne, but they might not always have the same character or loving kindness like this one. So, for the sake of the birds in heaven, he abruptly turned his chariot like that, knowing that he will face the enemy, who is in hot pursuit at his heels. Understand? And because of that courage, selfless sacrifice, the Asura was certainly scared, because nobody would do that. In Asura's thinking, they only know fighting, grabbing, seizing, possessing, competing, but never know of this selfless sacrifice and love for others. So they thought, oh, he must be having a reinforcement of power. Therefore he turned back and, he's going to kill us or stuff like that, or beat us up. So they were very frightened, or turned back their tails and went back to their own house in the Asura's world. They went back, entered the city of the Asuras by the same road by which they had come out, and never more lifted up their heads, running so fast. Sakra bore the Asura maiden well born to the city of the gods, and installed her there as the chief of 25 million celestial nymphs. Sure. Very high uprate, huh? But only because she was his wife. There is a connection, and she had been good. She had really been good, trying hard to earn this place. And also because her husband was a big shot. Yeah, powerful, rich and powerful. One day Wellborn asked Sakra for a boon, means a wish fulfilled, saying, "Great king, in this world of the gods, I have neither mother, nor father, nor brother, nor sister." Oh, in heaven and you still need all that? Because she was lifted up by him. You see, therefore, it's not the real realization of goodness. Thus, she probably still thought of mundane stuff. So, it sounds familiar to me. People come, to retreat, but, yeah? Oh, okay, you know already, so I don't tell you. It's also familiar to some of you, huh? You know what I mean. All right. Please, therefore, take me with you wherever you go. Good excuse to cling to the husband. Very well, replied Sakra, promising to do for her as she had asked. Thenceforth, when the tree that is called Pied Trumpet Flower blooms, the Asuras cry out, "Now is the time when our heavenly coral tree blooms," and straightway they sally forth to attack Sakra. Therefore Sakra posted a guard to defend the Nagas in the sea below, and likewise afforded protection to the Supanas and the Kumbhandas and the Yakshas, and likewise to the 4 great kings. And overall, for the purpose of averting disaster, he placed before the gates of the city of the gods images of Indra bearing the thunderbolt in his hands, the statues of Indra. When the Asuras, after defeating the Nagas and other supernatural beings, approach the city of the gods and see the images of Indra, they cry out, Indra, powerful god. They cry out, "Sakra has made a sally." A sally, I don't know what that is. Statues, I guess. And flee away. Just an image of Indra is enough to frighten all these Asuras, because he is powerful. So powerful. This is end of the story of the past. Not yet. There's a few more words. Thus, Mahali, Prince Maha, adopted the way of heedfulness, means one-pointedness, concentration, one-pointed contemplation, because he was so heedful, he obtained such sovereignty, so exalted, and came to rule over the two worlds of the gods. Heedfulness is praised by the Buddhas and by others likewise, for it is through heedfulness that all attain the higher attainments, both those that are worldly and those that transcend all worlds. So saying, he pronounced the following stanza. Oh God, I hope this is not the continuation. I don't think so. He heard. Buddha recited 4 stanzas. A stanza. Heedfulness is always praised. Heedlessness is ever blamed. By heedfulness did Maha go to the lordship of the gods. I almost read like lost sheep. Bad. I mean, it's always similar, and I'm tired also. Okay? Yeah, it's the end. I mean, whatever, if it's not the end, I end it here. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who had taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who had really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. Okay. Very good. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions? About any questions? About anything? I mean, spiritual things? No, thank you. I know you don't have any. Thank you very much. I love that. No question is good question. Like no news is good news, right? Okay, I'm going, huh? I love you. We maybe meditate for a few minutes and then I go and eat the food. Otherwise she feels sad. She's been spending early morning cooking for me. And if I don't eat. The other day you cooked for me early because I asked, remember? Because I didn't eat very well for a few days. So I thought if I eat hot food, because you told me, oh, Master, you don't know. If you eat hot food, it tastes better. You don't always leave and eat cold all day like this. So I thought, okay, maybe she's right. Today I asked her to cook and I will eat right away. And I was waiting for the attendant. And I was asking her, is the food ready yet? You know, after 10 minutes. She said, not yet. And I said, okay, never mind. Never mind. And I didn't even know. And when I woke up, it's many hours past already, and the food went cold again. Sorry. I did try. I did listen to your advice, and I did try. But just waiting for 10, 15 minutes, I collapsed meanwhile. I didn't know anything, truly. So I ate cold again. So maybe it's just my destiny to eat cold. Even if I try, I can't. All right, huh? Yeah. But I told you make it simple.
Yeah.
But you always... No, you make more than what I asked. I say just some spring roll and don't even need salad because I have some salad left over. No, you made bigger bowl of salad. New. Of course she's kind. She think, oh, why Master have to eat old and maybe rotten here and there. So she made a new salad. And by the way, just a little more fried sticky rice, it won't hurt her. And by the way, just a little more soup, it won't hurt her either. And by the way,
Actually, I make it in 10 minutes, but she
Yeah.
had to wait for something else.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, more or less. And then, yeah, that is the thing. Yeah, this is my destiny. I told you. Nhiều khi đi nó cũng hơi không ổn nha. Hãy nằm xuống là luôn rồi á. Không sao đâu, chết chóc gì đâu. Đâu mà có phước báo lớn như chết lẹ vậy, hiểu chưa? Thôi quý vị, thôi ai go nha. You meditate, okay? I will meditate. I need to go take something for the stomach. I feel sour. Cảm ơn quý vị nha. Cảm ơn mấy doctor, mấy bà bác sĩ.